And the truth is you guys, sometimes in our churches and in our gatherings, when something goes wrong in life, we're like surprised. Like, why is it so difficult? Why are things so hard? And yet you look at Scripture, and the promise is it's going to be hard. But and then verse 16, so we do not lose heart, though our outer self is wasting away. Our inner self is being renewed day by day, for this light momentary affliction is preparing for us an eternal weight of glory beyond all comparison, as we look not to the things that are seen, but to the things that are unseen. For the things that are seen are transient, but the things that are unseen are eternal. See, the key to the Christian life is this outlook of this is going to be over. It's going to be over soon. I mean, you read in 1 Thessalonians 4:18, he says, encourage one another with these words. But what's he talking about? He's talking about the return of Christ. And he says, when life gets difficult, encourage one another with these words. Jesus is going to return. This is all going to be over. We're going to hit the end. That light and momentary trouble, man, it's achieving this eternal weight of glory. Encourage one another with these words. But in the church, I rarely hear that type of encouragement. When's the last time someone encouraged you with the return of Jesus, of the fact that, yeah, life is going to be horrible down here, but we don't encourage you with that. Well, we go, no, it'll get better. You'll get a job. You'll find that perfect person. Your husband will come back to you. Your kids will follow Jesus sooner or later. Your parents may work this thing out. You'll get a better job next time. Don't worry. I'm sure money's coming your way. We encourage each other with these fleshly things that are lies. There's no promise of that. You know what? Your child could get more sick. Your mom could get more sick and die. You might not get a better job. You might not get married. You might not ever have a child. Those are not the promises, and those are not the things that God says to encourage one another with. He says encourage them with the return of Christ. Going, yeah, I know, that was terrible. Man, in ministry, I bring this up because, look, yeah, I can tell you a couple stories of some great things that have happened in discipleship, but I could tell you more stories of just horrible, depressing ones. Of, man, I was discipling this guy for, 2 years, and then he went over, and he ditched this, ditched that. Man, we could sit here and just talk ourselves into depression, right? About all the people you poured your heart into, and then they betray you. They talk behind your back. They start trying to pull people out of your ministry eventually. Man, let's talk about that. It's miserable. And we can't look at that and go, man, that's weird. How come it's not working for me? How come it's not working for me? Well, Paul, look at what Paul's saying. He goes, this is going to happen, this is going to happen, this is going to happen. I feel like I'm dying every day. But here's what keeps me going. I know that my light and momentary troubles, it's achieving for me an eternal weight of glory that far outweighs them all. That's why Peter and John are running out after they get beat up and go, yeah, we just suffered for the Lord. This is gonna be good one day. It wasn't about the here and now. How do you encourage people?